Hello friends, welcome to Rainbow SSB Short Academy Rudrapur. Before we get started, if you have not subscribed our YouTube channel, please do subscribe it, and if you find this video useful, please like it and share it. Welcome to Know Your State from Rainbow SSB Short Academy Rudrapur. So let's get started. Welcome to Know Your State Series 3. The state we'll be discussing for the day is Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh is a state in northern India, the most populous and fourth largest state of our country. It lies in the northern central part of our country. On 26 January 1950, it was named as Uttar Pradesh when India became a republican country. Uttar Pradesh is a landlocked state bordered by the states of Uttarakhand and the country of Nepal to the north, the state of Bihar to the east, the states of Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh to the southeast, the state of Madhya Pradesh to the south, Rajasthan and Haryana to the west. The capital of Uttar Pradesh is Lucknow. The state comprises of total area of 2,43,290 km square and has 75 districts with population of approx 19 crore 98 lakh 12,341 as per the census 2011 of India. The government body of Uttar Pradesh is a bicameral constituency of Legislative Council of 100 seats, Legislative Assembly of 403 seats plus one Anglo-Indian nominated by Governor of the state. And the parliamentary constituency is also a bicameral constituency with having Rajya Sabha of 31 seats and Lok Sabha of 80 seats. The common languages spoken in Uttar Pradesh are Hindi and Urdu. Uttar Pradesh not only known for its varied diversity of flora and fauna, it is also known for its historical places of our country, such as Agra, Ayodhya, Vrindavan, Lucknow, Mathura, Varanasi, Allahabad, Gorakhpur and Kanpur. The state can be divided into two physiographic regions, the central plains of the Ganga river and its tributaries and the southern uplands. Majority of Uttar Pradesh lies within the gigantic plain which is composed of alluvial deposits brought down from Himalayas to the north. The most of the area are fertile plain varying in elevation from 1000 feet in the northwest to the 190 feet in the extreme east in the southern uplands from Vindhya range. Much of the area of Uttar Pradesh is covered by a deep of alluvium soil spread throughout the system. Those extremely fertile alluvial soil ranges from sandy to clayey soil. The soils in the southern part of the state are generally, they have a mixture of red to yellow and mixture of red to black soils. Coming to the climate and the weather condition of the state. The climate of Uttar Pradesh is tropically monsoon type with warm weather. Rainfall in the state ranges from 40 to 80 inches in the east to 24 to 40 inches in the west. Highest monsoon occur in June to September. And discussing about the flora and fauna of the state, the forests are generally concentrated in the southern uplands. Animals of the region include tiger, elephants, leopard, wild boar and many more. Agriculture is the mainstay of the state's economy. The chief crops grown are rice, wheat and sugarcane. Also, Uttar Pradesh is also known for the minerals present within the state. It has got a considerable quantity of silica, limestone and coal. The national government has supported the development of coal fields in the southeastern area around Mirzapur, which is one of the diversified plan and development action taken by the Uttar Pradesh government. A large amount of power is generated at the Obra complex in the southeastern Uttar Pradesh, one of the India's biggest thermal stations. Textile and sugar refining industries, both are the long-standing industries in Uttar Pradesh, employ a significant proportion of state's total factory labor. And the state also has got many light manufacturing industries present in Kanpur and Lucknow. The Indian government established a number of large factories that manufacture heavy equipment and fertilizers. The national government has funded an oil refinery at Mathura. Tourism in the state is growing economic importance. Many visitors flocks to the Hindu centers such as Allahabad, Varanasi, Ayodhya, Mathura and Buddhist centers and other historic places. It is also known as one of the tourist hub. It is one of the mainstay of their economy too. Uttar Pradesh is the springhead of the ancient civilization of the Hindus. a substantial proportion of the subcontinent, ancient Vedic literature, and its origin in the areas of many historical heritages, as did the Indian. Great epics such as Ramayana and Mahabharata was one of the main reasons to be recognized in this place. Coming to the architecture, painting, music and dance all flourished during the Mughal period 16th to 18th century. Mughal architecture reached its highest peak where under the Emperor Shah Jahan, who built the spectacular Taj Mahal at Agra. And Kathak classical dance style is one of the famous dance form of the state, which originated in the 18th century as a devotional dance in the temples of Vrindavan and Mathura. Thus, I would like to conclude by saying Uttar Pradesh is filled with all the traditional and heritage centers with great architecture and one of the spectacular tourism spot of our country.
Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell icon so that you don't miss any of our videos. We at Rudrapur have state-of-the-art campus and a full-fledged GTO ground. So every month we have 3 batches of 12-day SSB course. Apart from that, we have a 5-day GTO course and we also organize a PPDT overview for a very nominal charge. If you're interested to know more about any of these courses, make sure that you give us a call or drop us an email on the number and email ID which is appearing on your screen. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook to get the latest updates of the Academy. Once again, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our future videos. Till then, goodbye and take care.